Hi, my name's Kieran Smith and I'm better known as Kieran Smith Equestrian, and welcome to the farm, mine and John's home for the summer and where my journey as an equestrian began. So today we're not on the farm, we're at the centre, and as part of the work I do, I run the events here at the centre along with their social media. Now the worst part of today is that I'm full of cold and I'm pretty sure I've got a chest infection, so I'm going to spend most of the day coughing. But whenever we have unaffiliated show jumping on, I design the course, I judge it, I judge the competitors, and oversee the running of all of the competitions: dressage, show jumping, the triple clear round challenge, which requires riders to do 3 clear rounds. They've got to go clear 3 times and they win a big triple clear rosette. So far I've managed to pull all the poles out over to the left. If you just pan over, you've got Kobe there just bouncing around on the poles. Usually we have the trailer, but last time we didn't have the tractor to hand to be able to put all the jumps away. So I'm a little bit short on people today to give a hand. I have a team who support me here. We've got Deb, we've got Lisa, we've got Jennifer. Deb's family also get involved, Rachel, Terry, everybody. But we started slightly earlier. So they'll get here for around about 1 o'clock, and it will be Deb in the judges box with me today. The first thing I'm going to do is, I've already designed the course. I'm going to take these, they're not actually, they are letters, but if you turn them round, we were quite smart and we put numbers on the back. So what I'm going to do is go round, lay the numbers down on the floor, and I'll put them down in the direction in which the riders are going to be jumping. So to help everybody else who are helping me, I put the numbers down like that to say the riders will be jumping in that direction, and then people just go put poles down, wings down, and then I'll alter things as needed. As we go along, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm doing and what I'm looking for, and yeah, let's see how the day plans out. This is going to be a really difficult video to film, I think, because whilst trying to get this out in a limited amount of time, I've got to keep remembering to film. So I am going to hold this mic because, one, I am full of snot, to put it blankly, and the last thing you want is the mic up there and me going constantly through the mic. And 2, it also rubs on my jacket a lot, so you'll just hear ruffling. So anyway, if you want to know why I'm holding the mic, there's your explanation. So I put all the numbers out. Kobe and Chelsea have started putting the polls out. The rest of the team should be here shortly. I'm not sure what time they'll be here, but there's no rush really. We've got a bit of time to get things out. So what we'll do now is we'll lay out the polls. So you'll see we've got most of the polls out. Those are facing the wrong way, unless someone's jumping into a fence. So what we'll do is, I've laid the numbers down now, we'll get the poles out, we'll then match the wings to the poles, and I'll just go around then and start to align things to make sure no fences clashes with each other, that it's following any sort of rules and regulations, and that is actually a rideable course. Now I always like to think when I'm going around a course, or if I'm designing a course, would I be able to ride it? And many a times if John's here, which he's not at the moment, he's over on the farm, what I'll do after the show jumping is get John out and I'll jump around the course, just so I can ride it myself as well. As a judge, if you're designing a course and you're in that box, you must be able to ride the course as well, because if someone comes up to you and says that course isn't rideable and you go, yeah, I know, I agree, well, you're not a very good judge, you're not a very good course designer. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to carry on getting poles out. I will hop on shortly and then we'll start getting the wings out, and I think that's Jackson over there. Jackson's come in to help. Jackson's only young, but he does try his hardest, bless him. Here he is up the track, coming on his phone. No doubt he's TikToking. See you all shortly. Okay then, so the course is pretty much done. I'm going to walk around it now just to make sure nothing sort of conflicts with anything. In the box behind us here, Deb has arrived. Yeah, she's the one that just keeps me in check and makes sure I'm behaving myself, shall we say. So let's walk around the course. We'll sort numbers out in a minute. Now there might be a few adjustments that need to be made. So we've got fence 1 over here. This is also going to be fence 12. The wings that we've got at the moment, come a bit closer, the wings that we've got at the moment we could do with getting some more, so fingers crossed that will be happening soon. So fence 1, which is also going to be fence 12, the numbers are down the floor at the moment. We're riding down through a dog leg to fence 2, which is just over here. It's fairly easy, that's not too difficult. It's quite difficult to build in this arena. I think the arena is 40 by 60 centimetres, don't quote me on that. So actually trying to get all the fences in, especially 12 fences, it can be quite difficult. So you tend to spend a lot of time focusing on putting fences in the middle like I have done here. It's almost like a bit of a zigzag. If you pan the camera around for me, you'll see like these fences here, 3, 7 and 11. It's almost a bit of a zigzag along with 2, and you just sort of try stick them in the middle a bit and then fill the outside and around the arena from there. The guys over there are currently making a little diamond shape with the fillers, and that's just because we have nowhere else to put them at the moment, and fillers don't come in until later on. So we start at 30 centimetre cross poles for the little ones, and that is open to lead rein riders. And then we have a 40 centimetre, and that just allows them to build themselves back up to a bigger height. But also we tend to put the first lot of fences up to fence 6 as cross poles, and then after that they go up to straight bars, and it just gives them that stepping stone to make their way up, because I think that's really important. And I know when I was younger, I didn't really have that opportunity. And then we go up to 50 centimetre, those are all straight bars, no fillers, no back bars. 60 centimetre starts to introduce back bars, but still no fillers, and then 70, 80, and there is no 90 class today, but 70, 80 does have the fillers and the back bars in it. So anyway, let's keep walking the course. So we come over to, they're going to ride around and try and make as much as that space as possible. It's a bit of a tight turn round to 3, but 3 is just located over here. We ride up over 3. I'm going to speed this video up in between fences, okay? So just keep following me, guys. And then we come round to fence 4. Now fence 4, they're going to have to really stick to this fence line because you haven't got much of a line-up, and chances are, in the bigger classes, I'm going to have to push this back a little bit to give a little bit more of a line-up. But you come straight over fence 4. Again, sort of trying to stay straight and guiding your horse around this corner here, because you haven't got much preparation to fence 5. So we've got fence 5 here. This is a 1 stride in between fences, and then we go down to fence 6. I haven't actually sorted the strides now or lined fence 6 up just yet, but let's walk through this. Fence 6 is here. This is going to be an oxer. Those guys are still stood in the corner. Say hi, guys. Big waves, big waves, big waves. They're camera shy, I think. Usually they're hurling abuse at me. So we're on fence 6. 7 is coming up the diagonal just here to the red, blue and white poles. And then from 7 you're riding up to the top of the arena, around fence 4 and coming down through 8 and 9. This is 10 just here behind us, the green and white, and then we ride up over the yellow and blue there, which is just behind fence 7, before coming back down over fence 12 again. Now the reason I didn't walk the rest of that is because I am quite literally dying. This chest infection, cold, whatever you want to call it, is wiping me out completely. So that is the course that I built up at the moment. I'm going to just quickly walk around it without being filmed, so I can check striding, I can make sure that lineups are okay, and then shortly I'd imagine people are going to start arriving in their trailers and lorries. Cars tend to stay parked up at the edge. We've emptied the car park to allow people to park, and it'll be a really good day. Show jumping is always a good laugh. We have a good laugh in the box, we have a good laugh out on the floor. I get given a walkie-talkie, which is the worst mistake of anyone's life, because you best believe I annoy everybody through it. But let's go ask these guys actually what they think my courses are like. Becky, Amy, come here. See how they froze? Now you've jumped my courses before, many of times. Explain it in 3 words, go.
Fun, twisty, funky.
Fun, twisty and funky, right, okay.
Juicy.
Juicy.
Zesty.
Zesty.
Fun.
Fun. We got fun out of it. Who else is over here? Jackson, come here. Let's see what the younger riders say. Hello. You've ridden my courses before. Describe them in 3 words.
Fast.
My courses, I can't be fast.
Huh?
Only you can be fast. My courses, well, how would you...
Course is twisty, windy, annoying.
Twisty, windy and annoying. Right, okay. Elimination for this one. Anyway, I'm going to go around and check the course, and then we'll get everything ready, the rosette's ready, and we'll get into the judges' box and get ready to welcome riders in. Woo! Okay, so the course is out. Quick pan over the course. The course is all done. I need to move that at the top, and I need to move that jacket. As you can see in the background over there, we have a lorry that's turned up, we've got a trailer that's turned up, and I actually forgot to see how many lorries and trailers are coming, so fingers crossed we've got enough parking. Now, it's really weird putting a course out here, because this is where I did my first ever show jumping course, like ever in my life, on Pepper, and he face planted me into the plank. I had actually written on the plank saying, please do not refuse, and he, like, literally the photos like that of him looking down at it, so yeah, traumatised by those show jumps. But we're going to head down to the office, we're going to get rosettes. We've got a rosette shortage, but I'll explain that in a minute, and yeah, let's go get the rest of the stuff ready. So, inside here is where I store absolutely everything. I'm a really organised person, believe it or not. Not everybody believes me on that. Is anybody in here? Okay, so down here is my rosette drawer. My dressage sheets are in there. I cut out a load of cardboard pieces so that I could order it. I have actually already got the rosettes out now. These rosettes are okay, but they are a little bit small. So we have actually got a new order coming through, and they're a lot bigger. I can show you the new ones. There. So let's just show you the second place. So those are our new rosettes that are coming through. So that's just the second place. But the issue is I haven't got enough rosettes because when the classes haven't been full, we've had to use like first, seconds, for example, first, second, thirds, which leaves a load more fourth, fifths and sixths. So what I've had to do is I've only got 4 first place and I need 6. So those whoever comes first in the last 2 classes will have their rosettes posted to them. I've got enough thirds, I've got enough fourths, fifths and sixths, and the seconds I've had to use 2 of our old rosettes instead, which makes it a little bit unfair on everyone else because those rosettes are slightly better, but it's the effort that they put into their class that counts, not the reward that they get at the end of it, though everybody loves a good rosette. So we've got rosettes here. Over here we've got Mookie, I think it's called Mookie, the speaker. Here is my speaker. So if I wasn't loud enough already for people, I'm even louder with this speaker. It's actually a karaoke machine. And here, that one's broken, okay. Here is my microphone. So if we turn it on, I've used this plenty of times. There we go, it flashes, so, it flashes, so if you want your horse spooking, leave that on. If you don't, turn it off. Okay, so I'm sat in the judges box with Deb, and we're currently judging. We're on the 40 centimetre class at the moment, which is a mix of lead rein riders, riders that are just starting out. So we just do like to give them a bit of a chance, so we don't tend to be too strict on them. So if they want a parent in the middle of the arena, they're more than welcome to. So at the moment, we've actually got Charles riding Frankie, and we're looking to make sure, obviously, they don't knock poles. Knock of a pole is 4 faults. First refusal is 4 faults. The second refusal is 8 faults, with the third refusal being an elimination. Making sure they're not crossing over tracks. If they cross over tracks again, additional faults are added. And also then making sure that they're wearing the correct equipment. Now, the rule that I really stick by is the baton rule. If you don't know what a baton is, just have a little Google online. But the baton rule came in recently for British show jumping, and in my eyes, it's there for the horse's welfare. So when we first started the competitions back up, a lot of people didn't like the rule. It meant they had to go out and buy batons, things like that. So we always provide one at the gate just in case. But you know, if these riders, they need to be working their way up the ladder eventually. If they want to affiliate and go British show jumping, these are the rules they're going to have to follow. So it's really important to start applying those now, rather than trying to get out of old habits when they actually go jumping. So Deb, we having a good afternoon?
Yeah, excellent. Timing.
Timer is on. Very good. I need to catch up on marking. Deb's just been watching over the course, and so far we are clear. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes, and I'll check in with you all shortly. Time to give the fourth place rosettes. My mic isn't on, so my sound's probably going to sound a lot different. Fourth place, all the rosettes to all our riders in the 40 centimetres, I'm trying to say. And this class, they've all gone clear, absolutely every single one of them. So I'm really impressed because this class is the next step up from the 30 centimetres, and that means they're pretty close to making their way to the 50 centimetres, and that's what we want. So we're just getting the results in for the 60 centimetres. So Deb will bring those in now, and I'll double check over to make sure we both agree. We'll call those results out, give them their rosettes, and like I say, we're on 60 centimetres, so we'll be moving on to 70 centimetre now. So as you'll see, the course is starting to be put up. I'll head out in a minute and give them a hand as soon as I've given the results. And yeah, double check the course, make sure there's nothing on the ground, no errors, and nothing needs changing along the way. And here are the results. So I'll just double check over these. Okay, so here come the results for these guys. Ready? Okay then, so the results are in for this class. In 6th place with the 4 faults and the time 51.71 seconds is Caitlin riding Orbit. In 5th place with a clear round at the time 1 minute and 1 second is Megan riding Paddy. In 4th place with a clear round at the time 52.37 seconds with a clear round is Millie riding Bonnie. In 3rd place at the time 51.15 seconds at a clear round is Caitlin riding Rodney. In 2nd place with a clear round at the time 37.98 seconds is Amy riding Chico. And in first place is, with a time 37.10 seconds, is Tia riding Funky Monkey. My speaker just cut out on me. We are on the final rider now in the 80 centimetre, which is the last class today. So far, everyone's rode really well. In the 80 centimetres, she's got the 4 faults there. All she needs to do is go clear, but she's just knocked fence too. And so far, there's been some really good riding from everybody who's attended today, so it's been really good to see. And oh, she just took a very, very brave turn there. It's always quite nerve-wracking sitting in the judges' box because. You know, you're watching horses stride and you're watching how they take their corners and the speed that they're at, and you almost want to jump with them every time, and I quite literally do go like that, just almost anticipating. She's just had the unfortunate refusal there. Yeah, so it's been a crazy day. So what we'll do now is finish this class, we'll read out the results, we'll congratulate everybody, and we'll get started on packing up for the day. So getting the jumps away, clearing up the judges' box, and yeah, just chatting with people, socialising. Okay, and that is the end of a full day of show jumping. We started at roughly 2 o'clock. I think it had just gone 2 o'clock, and we didn't finish until 5. So it's been a really busy day. We started with a 30 centimetre, followed by 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and I closed off the 90 centimetre on Friday just because we didn't quite have enough entries. And this is the final course. Now, I said on my previous clip that I was going to be putting the jumps away at the end of the session, but the jumps are actually staying out for hire, which is a massive relief for me. And I also teach on a Tuesday evening, so I can use the course to teach the riders, who most of them have actually competed today. So I'll be able to show them exactly how they need to ride the course and what the course is expecting of them. And that is a full day of competitions at Telford Equestrian Centre, and that is another part of my life and what I do. Next week we've got dressage, the week after that we've got the Triple Clear Challenge, and then I am away for 2 weeks and I've got an exciting adventure over in another country working with horses for a day, and I'm super excited to share that journey with you guys. So make sure you tune in, like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, more videos coming soon, and I hope you all have a good rest of your week.